Zara Varel always knew something was wrong with her. It wasn't just the headaches or the sparks that danced along her fingertips when she got nervous. It was the way the air crackled around her, how street lamps blinked out when she walked by, how every emotion felt charged, like lightning coiled beneath her skin. Her powers emerged fully at 16. She had a panic attack in a crowded metro station. The lights exploded, phones fried, and everyone within 10 feet collapsed unconscious. The authorities called it terrorism. Zara barely made it home before the seizures started. Her hands blistered, her body spasmed, and her vision narrowed to white noise and pain. That was the first time she nearly died, but not the last. Scientists didn't even have a name for it at first. They called it spontaneous electrogenesis, then autoelectromagnetic hyperactivity. Eventually, someone settled on autoelectrokinesis syndrome. Catchy. In a tragic way, Zara could absorb and manipulate electromagnetic fields, but her body wasn't built to withstand them. Using her power meant triggering an allergic reaction from within. The more electricity she discharged, the more her body revolted rashes, internal bleeding, cardiac arrhythmias, and nerve damage. It was like being poisoned by her own gift. She's a walking EMP with a suicide switch, one doctor said, not realizing Zara was in the next room, listening. Zara had every reason to hide. She tried. Moved to the outskirts of Novaterra, got a job fixing old radios in a dusty repair shop. Stayed quiet until the blackouts started. A criminal syndicate, the Coil, was terrorizing the city, hijacking power grids, holding entire districts hostage in the dark. No one could trace them. No one could stop them, except her. The first time she intervened, she fried a dozen Coil drones, rescued a subway full of commuters, and collapsed in a seizure that nearly killed her. When she woke up 2 days later in the hospital, she couldn't feel her legs, but she heard the news. A new hero had emerged, a mysterious force called Pulse, and she smiled through the pain. Every time she suited up, it was with the knowledge that she might not return. Her costume was more life support system than armor. It tracked her vitals, grounded her static buildup, and injected auto-stabilizers into her bloodstream when her body dipped into shock. Her mentor, Dr. Leone, an ex-government tech designer turned recluse, begged her to stop. "You're killing yourself 1 volt at a time," he said. "I know," Zara replied, tightening her gloves. That's the deal. The city needed Pulse more than she needed comfort. The final showdown came on a rain-soaked night above the central grid complex. The Coil's leader, a cybernetic villain known only as Surge, had overridden every power line in the city. Hospitals were failing. Air traffic was grounded. The city's heart was pulsing out of control. Zara faced him alone. Surge laughed when he saw her trembling. "You look like you can barely stand." "I can't," she said. "But I only need 1 second." She unleashed a blast so massive, it cracked the sky. The EMP fried Surge's systems, shattered the tower's core, and blacked out Novaterra for 30 seconds. And then she collapsed. Her suit fried. Her heart flatlined. She was clinically dead for 4 minutes. They called her resurrection a miracle. She called it luck. Today, Zara lives between 2 worlds, that of a savior and a patient. She uses her power rarely and with brutal precision. Children wear pulse pins. Schools teach her name, but she remains reclusive, operating from the shadows, saving lives only when absolutely necessary. She still wakes up some nights with her skin burning, but she doesn't regret it, because being a hero was never about being invincible. It was about standing up even when it hurts, especially when it hurts.